All right. I'm in the mood to play some Farm Frenzy 2. So that's what I'm gonna do. Ethan, I don't know if you're watching this, but I unfortunately had to do a redo of part 1. I did it as a live stream since Hayden suggested that I do a live stream. And he was in the mood for a live stream. But I checked to see if this saved earlier off screen. And luckily my game did save this time. I don't understand what happened last time that caused my progress to get lost, but oh well. At least it saved this time. I may actually sell some of my chickens because this is. I appreciate the generosity, but it is a bit excessive. I do not need these many chickens. Yeah, 5 is a good number. After all, it's the max amount of items I can, process per building. I'm not sure when I'm gonna release this. It could be tonight. It could be sometime this weekend. I don't know. I know Ethan is busy with getting settled into college. Luckily, I have Hayden now who comes into my streams. So if Ethan can't come, then I'll have Hayden. It can just be us two. Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta buy this. also try to stream at different times too, since Hayden and I have more flexible availability schedules than you do, Green Ethan. So I may try to stream at different, or premiere, whatever, or whichever, at different times, because sometimes I do want, sometimes I am just in the mood to, like, do some. Oh, okay, awesome. Daytime premieres. Okay, finally we're unlocking the confectionery building. Alright. Alright, so to make the cake or whatever it is, we need this stuff, and then we need this. Matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and just buy them. But yeah, sometimes I'm just in the mood to premiere at, like, different times. Like, earlier in the night, or in the evening, or sometime during the day. So, I might look into doing that. At least on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, because, you know, from 1 to, you know, there is, like, a time frame, like, where Hayden is not going to be available due to him being at Sycamore Tree. And, you know, eventually it's going to be me too. But on Mondays through Thursdays, I may start doing some premieres in the evening. And then Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I might actually start premiering, you know, even during, like, the day. Right now, my sleep schedule's pretty much in night owl mode. It's a bit messy, but there are times where I'm actually, like, asleep at, like, midnight. So yeah, I do want to look at other times to premiere. At least for me and Hayden, since, like I said, we have more flexible schedules. Ethan, your schedule has been pretty tight for the last few years. Oh shoot, we need... Alright, yeah. Luckily, we're done with this, so I'm probably just not going to worry about it anymore. We just need to get some more bread going. Oh, frick. We're already gonna get into meat cutter mode. Alright. I guess I'll restart this level. We'll redo this level. Okay, there's something weird about the meat. I'll talk about it here in a minute when we finally unlock the building, but yeah, like it's some weird like sprite or icon glitch or something. Alright, awesome. Ooh. Oh crap. Ugh. I hate it when your products disappear. And then the bears, oh my goodness. They take up so much room in your warehouse. Alright, well, we should get silver. That's a jump up. Nice. Oh, great. We got a new bear. I don't think the panda bears will do anything to the pigs, but these brown bears will. On the bright side, they are more valuable. Yeah, they sell for twice as much as the pandas. And yes, I talked about it on Discord, but I did talk to my dad about the upcoming wedding. He said he's cool with taking me. So I'm happy and grateful about that. Yeah, next week is gonna be very weird. Like, I don't even know what is to come next week. I'm a bit anxious for Monday. Hayden, you probably already know why, but no. Get out of the way, please. Jesus. Criminy. But yeah, basically, the context is that they finally let someone go at the program because they haven't been coming in. So that means there either is or was a free spot. But they weren't in session this week. This week was an off week. And then Monday is when they will be back in session. And that's when I'll find that's when I'll find out whether or not the spot will be given to me or to someone else. Because there were 2 people ahead of me on the waiting list. You know, Hayden is not 100% sure, so he's telling me to not get my hopes up. So I am trying to keep my hopes low, but, you know, I want to think positive without getting my hopes up too high. But he did say that there is a small chance that the spot could be given to me. So that's why I'm anxious for Mondays, because that's probably when I'll find out if it is or not. Okay, yeah, you this is what I mean. Like the icon looks different. You see the strip thingies on the very right. That it doesn't match the actual meat that's being processed. And when we unlock a different meat building, it's going to be the opposite, where the strips will look like the sliced meat. Like it's hard to explain, but I can try to further explain it once the building comes, or not. You know what I mean, when I unlock it, when the time comes. But yeah, I'm definitely very anxious for Monday. You know, I was told to not get my hopes up, but you know, there is a small part of me that's excited. But you know, if I get my hopes up too high, it is gonna just result in disappointment if it doesn't work out that way. So I am trying to keep things at a low point, but I'm still curious and anxious about what is to come on Monday. At the very least, if it doesn't work out that way, I will at least have the wedding. Because I did, like I said, I did talk to my dad about that finally, and he said he's cool with taking me, so I can see you there. I can see your wife, and I can even see some of the people who were at who go to Sycamore. So, if nothing else, there's at least that. And I'm, of course, looking forward to, you know, next Saturday. Tomorrow, you know, there's not really anything going on tomorrow, but that I know of, but you know, the week after is when the wedding is, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right, we only need the confectionery, so I'm just gonna worry about that. I'm not gonna worry about any meat or pigs. So yeah, like I said, next week is going to be very interesting, probably, or at least Monday is going to be very suspenseful. Oh god, it feels like I have to sneeze. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bless me. And then Friday of next week. Oh boy. That is going to be interesting. Because not only is it going to be the day before the wedding, so I'm going to be like really excited and whatnot, but it's also the day Elden Ring finally comes out. On the Switch. Now, I don't play that game, but oh my freaking god. My dad is absolutely freaking obsessed with this game. Like, he treats it like it's God's gift to gamers. Like, he loves it so much. And then he teases the heck out of me about Elden Ring because there's this one point in the game where you have to bird farm. And he keeps comparing me to that gosh darned stupid bird. So he's gonna probably be teasing the hell out of me a lot on Friday, and I'm gonna be trying to fire back at him. I've actually had dreams. I think I've had a couple of dreams already about me finally being in the Sycamore program. And the thing is, I've been having a lot of weird dreams lately, so it is nice to have some normal, pleasant dreams. But yeah, I love weddings, to be honest. I went to a wedding back in 2017 and it was really nice. And this was before I moved to Odessa. I was still living in Orange Grove at the time. I'm also looking forward to September. Because that's when Mini Muse comes out. And I'm also going to... That's probably when I'm going to start my Instagram account. Basically, the one that I will use to grow my potential author audience. And I'll also use it to spread awareness and to just get things off my chest when it comes to certain stuff like neurodiversity, mental health, things I wish society understood in general. All right. And it's also speculated that, well, at the end of September, that's also when Toy Story 5 is speculated to come out on Disney Plus. And I really want to see that, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Or at least October. If it doesn't come out in September, I'm hoping that it at least comes out in early October. Yeah, I love the end of the year. My favorite months specifically are February, June, November, and December. But if we're looking at the year from like a larger scale, I do love like if we're like, let's look at it in quarters. Like You know, there's January, February, March. There's April, May, June. There's July, August, and September. But and then like last but not least, there's October, November, and December. October, November, and December is probably my favorite quarter, you know, like quarter of the year. Unfortunately, well, I guess my last two Octobers in 2024 and in 2025, they weren't all bad, but they did they did have some stressful factors. But I still like October because the weather cools off. The nights get longer. And then, you know, on Halloween, my dad does buy some yummy candy for us. But yeah. I won't get into it, but the reason. Ooh, all right, 7 products in a row. Good. The reasons why my last 2 Octobers were stressful is, yeah, it was for the same reason, but I won't get into it. But I will say that. But let's just say that Green Ethan knows about it, and I recently talked to you about it, Hayden. Alright, I don't have my pig anymore, but at least it doesn't uncheck the goal. I don't have to try to get him again. Or get another one. I can just move on. Alright. Now, this would actually be a good time to give me some bears. If I can, like, just get, like, 200, not two, oh yeah, 200. 200 coins worth of bears, that would be good. Good. Yeah, there we go. Oh crap, yeah. Okay, good. Just give me the ham and we'll call it good. Come on. Yeah, stay away from the bear. Well, I don't think it matters anyway, since the pandas don't. Nice. Gold. Record time 2. Nice. Oh, cows already. You know what? I'm just gonna sell the cow. We don't really need it. Okay, good. And the dogs will help stop the bears. Okay, I'll replace the building after we get the sliced meat that we need. There. Alright, we might get silver. Good. Yep. Alright. No matter how much space I tried to buy for my warehouse, all these bears just take so much of it. Yeah, I might end it off after this level. I don't really have anything else to really talk about. And we're about to hit the 1 hour mark, so. Yeah. Alright, silver. Alright. Making sure it saves. Alright. Hopefully it saves. When I come back for the next part, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.